So today we are going to a piece of fashion. So I'm going to teach you how to sew your own fashion. So you can say in the 2019 new year, because new year, new things to do and more time to do it, because hopefully you have 365 days. Hopefully you don't die. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a skirt. It's a simple thing to do. You don't need extra things in it. You don't need anything besides zipper and fabric. You might not even need anything besides fabric and a button if you want to make it even more simple, but I want to make it a little. So I'm thinking a skirt, you know, like a skirt. So a skirt, you know, a skirt, but it's going to be asymmetrical with this and then this side being longer. So that's the vision. This Brandy Melville skirt, has my guidelines for at least the fit. So there's that, because I spent, I don't know, $28 on this skirt, and it's not that much work to actually make my own. So that's what I decided to do, is to help everybody by hopefully not failing at this art project. So without further ado, let's get back to the video. Okay, to start off, I have this paper, which I'm going to use to draw my pattern that I'm going to cut out and then use on the fabric. This is the fabric pattern that I'll be using. I've already cut out a top for it because I wanted to make a matching set, but I've never sewed the top. So let's do the skirt let's do the skirt at least, because we'll get this 50%, this project 50% done. Okay, so we're going to take some measurements. I'm using this skirt as reference only because I know it fits me and I don't want to have to, you know, deal with measuring a body, which is difficult. So for the waist measurement, we're going to take this tape measure and measure it on the inches side, because I like the inches side. And then we're going to take it across the waist. So from here to here, it's 12 inches. But I'm just going to round it up to 12 just because it's easiest. Next, I'm going to take the length of the skirt, because I know this is a length I'm comfortable with personally. But you can always make it longer, shorter, depending on who you are as a person. Take this. It's about 15, almost exactly. So 15 inches in length. So with the Brandy skirt, we have something a little different for a skirt. So usually it's maybe like either a wrap skirt, so it's all the way around, or it's like 2 panels, one front and back. But this one has a weird number of panels. You have 1, 2, 3, and then on the reverse side it's 5, 6. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot the number 4. Ugh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is something a little bit different, because I want to make it asymmetrical. I'm gonna have 2 halves here, 1, 2, and then 1, 2 on the back. So we already determined that the length of the waist of the skirt was about 24 inches. So that means if I have 4 panels, each panel is going to be 6 inches in width. So at least from the top to the bottom, different story, because it's going to go, you know what I mean? So this is special pattern fabric, paper, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But we want to get 6 inches on the top. And then we want to get a specific amount of inches on the bottom so that it flares out. We already measured the top, but I didn't measure the bottom, so the bottom is about 18 inches. I guess it's about 4.5? Or is it 4.25? No, it's 4.5. So about 4.5 inches per panel on the bottom. Oh, silly me. 18 times 2 is 36, divided by 4 is 9. Okay, 9 inches on the bottom. 6 inches on the top, 9 inches on the bottom for each piece, and each piece is about 15 inches long. So we have 4 panels to make. So I'm going to make my first normal sized panel before I start making the oblong side of the skirt. So I am going to measure the top. The 6 inches, and then 15. So basically I made pink lines here and here going down. We have our 9-inch line across here and our 6-inch line across here. But first, in the meantime, we have to make sure that there's a 1/2 inch of space between the actual size I want and extra fabric for where I need to sew it. Okay, so I cut this panel out. This is the basic panel. I'm going to double it up for this back friend, and then duplicate it twice more, but the length, I'm going to then add length onto it so that I'll have the same fit that I want, but I'm going to make it longer and blah 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 blah. So hey everyone, so I have a little quick update. I decided to do, this is the short normal half, and this is the long special half, and I'm just going to double them up so I don't have to double cut out, you know what I mean? So I'm going to pin these up, and then we are going to cut them out, and it's going to be good. Okay, so basically I have finished the cutting and making my pattern. So I have my pieces here. One is going to be like special piece, and this is regular body. And now I just need to iron it, like the hem. I'm going to hem edges that I know will be edges. So now we're going to start assembling our skirt. So here's the long side. So I'm taking both of the longest edges and putting those together as it's going to rest on my hip as part of the skirt. So then we have either of these sides are going to connect to the corresponding flap of the other parts. So I'm going to pin these up, and then I'm going to leave a slit about that long open so that I can have a cute little like flap thing. Okay, so I finished sewing the one side, and then I ironed the seam open, and then this is the slit that I need to then sew this part, and then a little thingy there just to, you know, tie it all together. So this is what we have with the skirt so far. I need to cut off all these doohickeys, but see, oh, that's really satisfying. Okay, so it's all lined up, it's all looking good, so I am pretty proud right now. Okay, so this is the other two shorter normal length panels, and I'm doing the outside edge that'll be on my hip again. That I'm going to sew together because these two edges I sewed to these edges of the skirt. So I'm going to sew this. So now we have our two sides. This is our short side, and this is our long side. Front of the skirt, this seam right here. You just choose a random side for each of them and then sew them together. Same process with the needling and the sewing, that thing. Look at our beautiful skirt so far. We are like most of the way done. I'm really feeling this. We have all the panels technically together, so we just need a final connection between the two, and that starts with this zipper I have here. So we'll see how I do this. I don't really know how to do it. I haven't done it in a long time, but you know, we'll do our best. So I've pinned this side of the zipper, the front of the zipper, to the front of its corresponding like fabric piece. And so this is the first side that I'm sewing right now. So I miscalculated my hip size when it came to these, so they fit the top part, but I can't sew together the bottom part. So I'm gonna see if I can salvage it by adding, I don't know, like pleating. Okay, so we need to finish making the skirt. It's been like half a week since I last been here. By the way, I saw a beautiful boy last night. Our skirt, yes. Skirt. Country boy, I love you. Found a little bit of an issue is that I didn't measure my hips correctly, and my hips are bigger than the skirt allows, so we need to do some adjusting for that today. So we'll get right to, oh lordy. Am I the only one who hasn't seen this movie yet? Anyway, skirt. I'm really liking it for now, and I'll do a quick little montage of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed the skirt. I was a little worried that I messed it up somehow because it was a little tight, and it still is a little tight. I'll probably fix it later, but like that's how you make a skirt. And if you want me to make other, like, document me making other pieces of clothes, bye.